Hello children, I hope you all are well. Today we are going to continue same chapter, that is chapter 3, Force and Pressure, part 2. Now children, before understanding pressure, let us first understand the effect of force depending upon its area. Means how does the force depends upon area. Okay. Now this we will understand through this activity 1. Now what is this activity 1? Activity 1 will show the effect of force depends upon the area over which it is applied. Means we are going to study that how does this force depends upon the area over which it is applied. Okay. Now for this purpose what you have to do? We have to take a pencil. Okay. And just see this diagram. You need to hold this pencil with your both the hands through your index finger. Okay. Such that at one side this pointed end of the pencil is there and the other side this blunt side of the pencil is there. Okay. Now what you have to do? You will apply, first of all you will hold it between the index fingers of both of your hands and press it from both the sides of which fingers do you feel pain. Now children, simply in this activity you have to take a pencil, sharp pencil, and with your index finger of both the hands you are going to hold this pencil and you will apply force from both the fingers on both the sides of the pencil. Now children, you tell me that on which side you will feel or you will hurt more, on this pointed side or on this blunt side. Of course, if you are going to apply equal amount of force on both the side of the pencil, then on this pointed side you will get more hurt as compared to this blunt side. Yes or no? Okay. Same thing observation is given here that the pencil leaves a deeper mark on the finger pressing the pointed end and it hurts more on the finger on which the blunt end is pressing. Okay, the pencil leaves a deeper mark on the finger pressing the pointed end and it hurts more than the finger on which the blunt end is pressing. Means the side where this pointed tip of the pencil is there you will get more hurt or there you will get more deeper mark by the pencil as compared to this blunt side. Reason? What is that reason? Reason, first of all, you will study through this conclusion the effect of force. Why this effect of force is greater on this pointed end? Why you are getting deeper mark on this finger as compared to this on this side of this hand? This you will study through this observation. The effect of force is greater when the area of contact is smaller. The effect of force is greater when the area of contact is smaller. Now children, tell me, at which side you are feeling that area of this contact of this pencil to your index finger is more? Of course on this blunt side. Here this pencil is in more in contact with your finger. Blunt side with this side is blunt. See, this edge is blunt edge. So here blunt edge. So here your finger is more in contact with this pencil as compared to this pointed tip. Here tip is pointing at a point of on your finger, but this blunt side is covering more part of your finger. Means here this blunt side is more in area of contact and this pointed tip is less in area of the contact of your finger. Suppose this is your finger. So this pointed end is pointing like this. It is having this much area. Again I am showing you. On this finger, this pointed end of the pencil will point like this. So you can see that here the pointed end is having a less area of contact. Okay, but this blunt end will point like this. So this blunt end will have more area of contact with this index finger. So what is the conclusion? The effect of force is greater when the area of contact is smaller. Area of contact is smaller, effect of force is greater, or the effect of force is greater. Okay, effect of force on this side is greater as compared to this side. Reason? Here the area of contact is smaller. यहाँ पर जो pointed end है ये आपके finger को बहुत कम एरिया में टच कर रही है as compared to this blunt end. Here on this side the area of contact with of your this index finger with your pencil is more, and here at the pointed side the area of contact of this pointed end of this pencil is less with your finger. So here the area of, since the area of contact is smaller, greater is the effect of the force. Here the area of the contact is more, so smaller is the effect of the force. Okay, that is the reason you are getting or you are feeling more hurt to this side, pointed side, as compared to this side. Again I am telling you that greater is the effect of force when the area of contact is smaller. Force का जो effect है वो कम है if the area of contact is smaller. Okay, means this on this side force acting per unit area is more. Okay, or you can say that area of contact is less, so effect of force is more. Okay, here the area of contact is more, so effect of force is less. I suppose children I am clear to you. That is the reason here line is given that the effect of force is greater when the area of contact is smaller. Here the pointed tip of the pencil is in very small in contact with this index finger. So यहाँ पर इसका contact area of contact with this tip of the pencil is less with this index finger, so effect of force is more. पेंसिल की जो टिप होती है वो क्या है, बहुत शार्प है. एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट इज लेस, सो इफेक्ट ऑफ फोर्स इज मोर. एंड हियर द ब्लंट साइड, एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट विद दिस फिंगर, this blunt side of the pencil is more, so effect of force is less. Okay, or if the effect of force is smaller. So I suppose children I am clear to you. Okay, now this is one of the effect of the force, that greater is the effect of the force when the area of contact is smaller. Okay, effect of the force क्या होगा, greater होगा अगर area of the contact क्या है, कम है या smaller है. Now coming to next, this was one of the effect of the force. Now what is the another effect of the force? Coming to activity 2. Suppose what here we have done. Here we will take two bricks initially. First of all, brick A and brick B. Okay, so when we are going to take initially, we are going to keep brick A and brick B on soft mud. So both the bricks of same size are going to sink at the same level in the mud. Okay, they are going to sink in this with the same level. Now what we are going to do, we are going to take another brick C and we are going to keep that brick C over the brick B. So now what happened here, the weight is more. Okay, weight is more, or you can say weight is also a kind of a force is also more as compared to this brick A. Now which portion of the brick will sink more? Of course this portion of the brick will sink more in the mud as compared to this brick A. So again what is happening here, the effect of force depends upon the magnitude of the force applied. Greater the force, greater is its effect. Effect of the force depends upon the magnitude of the force applied. Means जितना ज़्यादा force apply होगा, more is the magnitude of the force applied, more will be the, what will be there, more will be the effect. Okay, more will be the effect of the force. ठीक है. Same thing is given here. The effect of force depends upon the magnitude of the force applied. Initially, सबसे पहले इस एक्टिविटी में क्या किया गया था? That there was a soft mud and we put two bricks over that soft mud, brick A and brick B, of same size and weight. Okay, so what will happen? Both the bricks are going to sink in the mud or in the soft mud at the same level. But now here, on brick B, we are keeping one more brick over brick B, that is your brick C. So now here the weight is more, or you can say the force applied on the mud is more on this side. So this side will sink more as compared to brick A. So what is happening? Greater is the magnitude of the force, the greater will be its effect. So this side will sink more. Same thing is given in activity 2, that see here, place brick A and B alongside each other of the soft mud. You will notice that both the bricks will sink to the same level in the mud. Now put brick C on brick B. Now what you will notice? I am reading observation, children. You will notice that though the area of contact with mud is same, okay, area of contact with mud is same, brick B sinks deeper in the mud when brick C is placed on it. Okay, and this greater sinking of mud below brick B is due to the increased combined weight of brick B and C. Okay, so here initially we were keeping single brick on the soft mud A and brick B. So they were sinking at the same level. But as we increase more weight over brick B, that we are keeping brick C, or we are placing brick C over brick B. So here we are increasing more weight, means we are increasing the force, and hence this portion of the brick will sink more as compared to brick A, and hence the effect of the force will be more on this side. So we have got with two effects. That what was the first effect? First effect is this side. Yes or no? That effect of force is greater when area of contact is smaller. Okay, and which is your next effect? Effect of force depends upon the magnitude of the force applied. Greater the force, greater is its effect. Or you can say greater is the magnitude of the force applied, greater will be its effect. Okay, जितना ज़्यादा आप वेट बढ़ा देंगे, फोर्स बढ़ा देंगे, उसका इफेक्ट उतना ज़्यादा होगा. And what was the first effect? That greater will be the effect of the force if the area of contact is smaller. Okay, children? Okay. Now here same thing is given, same line in your book. Smaller, this is about your first effect of the force. Smaller the area on which the force acts, greater is the effect of the force. Okay, smaller the area on which force act. जितनी कम एरिया होगी, एरिया जितनी कम होगी over which the force act, greater will be the effect of the force. That is the reason, children, that when you cut an apple, you will notice that it is easier to cut with the sharp edge knife where the area of contact is smaller than with the blunt edge knife. Sharp edge knife में क्या होता है चलो? Sharp edge knife में, the sharp edge knife, suppose you are cutting an apple, okay, so sharp with if you are taking sharp edge knife, okay, this is sharp edge knife, so here the area of contact of this knife, because knife बहुत पतला है, sharp है एकदम, so this area of contact of this knife with this fruit is less. So अगर area of contact कम है knife का fruit से, because knife is very sharp, this edge of this knife is very sharp, तो बहुत इसका जो contact होगा कम होगा fruit से. So if the area of the contact is less, so effect of the force will be more. वो ज़्यादा force लगाएगा जो sharp edge knife होगा. But instead of that, if you take a blunt edge knife, मोटा सा knife, blunt edge knife आप ले लोगे, okay, and you are cutting a fruit with blunt edge knife, it will be more difficult. Reason, since the area, because if you are going to take a blunt edge knife, तो उसका edge क्या होगा, उसका जो knife का side होगा वो बहुत मोटा होगा, thick होगा, with the contact with the fruit, okay, the contact will be also more with the fruit. So since area of contact is also getting more, so effect of force will be less. Area of contact is increasing, तो effect of the force क्या होगा, कम होगा, and you will find difficulty in cutting your fruit with the blunt knife as compared to with this sharp knife. ओके तो शार्प नाइफ से फ्रूट को कट करना वेरी इजी होगा. रीजन, शार्प नाइफ में द एज इज वेरी शार्प, so therefore the area of contact is less, or the area of the contact is smaller, so greater will be the effect of the force in case of sharp edge knife. But in case of blunt edge knife या मोटी चाकू में, जो चाकू के साइड मोटे होते हैं, उसमें क्या होगा, area of contact with the fruit or any eatable item is more, so effect of the force will be less. So I suppose children I am clear to you. You have studied two effects of the force, means smaller the area of contact, greater is the effect of the force, and second is greater is the magnitude of the force applied, greater is the effect of the force. Okay children, now coming to next thing, what is there from the above activity, it is clear that there is a relation between force and area, yes or no? So now till now children we have studied two activities, and in both the activities we have studied the relation between force and area, means force and area has some sort of relation, and this relation is expressed by a physical quantity which is called your pressure. Okay, this relation between force and area is expressed by a physical quantity called pressure, or you can say that relation between force and pressure is given by a physical quantity that is called your pressure. Okay, now what is pressure? Pressure is amount of force acting per unit area. Thus mathematically we can write pressure capital P is equals to force F upon area. So I told you that relation between force and area is given by the scientific term, that is your pressure. And what is the definition of the pressure? Pressure is defined as amount of force acting per unit area, or you can say that pressure P is defined as pressure is equals to force upon area, or the amount of force acting per unit area. Okay, suppose this is an area, so whatever the amount of force is acting per unit area, that is known as your pressure. Okay, so what is pressure? Pressure is simply a relation, because as I have told you by two activities that there is a relation between force and pressure. Force or pressure के भी there is a relation between force and area. So, okay, and this relation between force and area is given a name. That name is known as pressure. So definition comes that pressure is defined as force acting per unit area. Okay, now the next thing is the total force acting on a given surface is known as thrust. So what is thrust children? Thrust is the total force acting on a given surface, means total force acting on a given surface means that thrust is also a kind of a force. Okay, thrust is nothing but it is also a kind of a force, or you can say it is a special kind of a force. Okay, and what is this force? This is the total force acting on the given surface is known as thrust. There is one more definition for thrust children, that thrust is the force which act perpendicular to the surface. Okay, thrust is the kind of a force. Thrust is nothing but it is a kind of a force which acts perpendicular to the surface. जो भी force perpendicularly act करता है surface पे, that kind of a force is known as thrust. So thrust is nothing new but it is a kind of a force which acts perpendicularly to any surface. Okay, it acts perpendicular to the surface. Okay, perpendicular means it acts in a form of 90-degree state. It acts like this perpendicularly. Okay, so that is the reason in this one more formula is given that pressure is equals to thrust upon area. So either you write pressure is equals to force upon area or pressure is equals to thrust upon area. And what is thrust? Thrust is the special kind of a force only which act perpendicular to the surface of the object. Perpendicular symbol is given like this. So that is the reason I have made like this. Okay, as you were holding, suppose you were holding pencil with both of your index finger. So this sharp edge was exerting perpendicular force or not on this index finger. So this is also a thrust. Yes or no? Okay. Now children, two very important points are given here. Look here. Now what is the formula for pressure? Pressure is equals to force upon area, or you can say pressure is equals to thrust upon area. And what is this thrust? Thrust is a special kind of a force only in where the force acts perpendicular to the surface. जब भी कोई force perpendicularly act करता है किसी surface पे, then that time that force is known as thrust. Okay. Now, since you already know this relation that pressure is equals to force upon area or thrust upon area. Okay, thrust upon area. So here are two important points given. What are those? Pressure increases if the magnitude of the force or thrust increases or the area of the contact decreases. Pressure increases. Pressure is equals to force upon area. What is saying children? That pressure increases, pressure बढ़ जाता है if the magnitude of the force or thrust increases, okay, or the area of the contact decreases. Now I will tell you this thing very clearly. Since you know the formula, pressure is equals to force upon area. Instead of force, you can also write thrust upon area. Now since pressure is equals to force upon area, so pressure is here directly proportional to force, and this same pressure is inversely proportional to area of contact. You should know this thing, or you may note these two things. Okay, that if I am writing this formula, that pressure is equals to force upon area, the relation between force and area is known as pressure. Or what is pressure? Force acting per unit area, or every unit of area, whatever the force is acting at each unit of area, that is known as your pressure. Okay. So children, what I am saying here by this formula, that here pressure is equals to force upon area. So here pressure is directly proportional to force and same pressure is inversely proportional to area of contact. अब डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल का मतलब कि अगर यहाँ पर हम फोर्स को बढ़ा देंगे तो प्रेशर भी हमारा बढ़ जाएगा. Means if we are increasing at one side, so other side will also increase. Similarly, vice versa, if we are going to decrease the force, so pressure is also going to decrease. In case of direct relation और डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल में क्या होता है कि अगर आप फोर्स को बढ़ाएंगे तो आपका प्रेशर भी बढ़ेगा. अगर आप फोर्स ज़्यादा लगाएंगे तो सेम एरिया पे प्रेशर का भी इफेक्ट क्या होगा? ज़्यादा होगा. और अगर आप फोर्स को कम लगाएंगे तो ऑन दैट सेम एरिया द इफेक्ट ऑफ द प्रेशर विल बी ऑल्सो लेस. दिस इज द केस ऑफ द डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल. ओके. और इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल में क्या होता है? दैट प्रेशर इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया. इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल में प्रेशर इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट. मीन्स अगर आप एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट को कम रखोगे, एज वी टुक अ पॉइंटेड टिप, अगर यहाँ पर क्या है, फिंगर से अगर हमने पॉइंटेड टिप लेते हैं तो यहाँ पर हम ज़्यादा हर्ट होते हैं. रीजन हियर द एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट इज लेस, सो इफेक्ट ऑफ द प्रेशर विल बी मोर. एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट कम है तो इफेक्ट ऑफ द प्रेशर इज मोर. एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट अगर ज़्यादा है तो इफेक्ट ऑफ द प्रेशर इज लेस. ओके. Pressure is equals to force upon area. Okay. Suppose if you are holding a pointed or sharp pencil between your index finger. So which side you will get more hurt? The pointed side, because here the area of contact is less. So यहाँ पर effect of the pressure क्या आएगा? More आएगा. That is the reason you are getting hurt more on this side, pointed side. Now this blunt side, यहाँ पर एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट क्या है? ब्लंट साइड में पेंसिल का जो पार्ट होगा वो आपके फिंगर को ज्यादा टच करेगा. सो इट मीन्स इफ वी राइट प्रेशर इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया, एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट ज्यादा है तो इफेक्ट ऑफ दिस फोर्स ऑन दिस ब्लंट साइड और इफेक्ट ऑफ दिस फोर्स दैट इज योर प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगा? कम हो जाएगा. सो अगर एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट ज्यादा हो रहा है तो इफेक्ट ऑफ प्रेशर कम हो जाएगा. एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट कम हो रहा है तो इफेक्ट ऑफ प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगा? ज्यादा हो जाएगा. मीन्स इनवर्स रिलेशन. अगर एक साइड बढ़ रहा है तो दूसरा क्या होगा? अगर एक साइड बढ़ रहा है तो दूसरा डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. ओके, सो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल में प्रेशर इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया, प्रेशर इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया और थ्रस्ट अपॉन एरिया. सो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल आई एम सेइंग दैट प्रेशर इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू फोर्स. अगर प्रेशर फोर्स बढ़ रहा है, अगर फोर्स आप ज्यादा लगाएंगे तो प्रेशर भी ज्यादा लगेगा, फोर्स कम लगाएंगे तो प्रेशर भी कम हो जाएगा. इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल में क्या है? दैट प्रेशर इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट. एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट ज्यादा है तो प्रेशर कम हो जाएगा, एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट कम है तो प्रेशर का इफेक्ट ज्यादा हो जाएगा. सो चिल्ड्रन, these 2 points are same thing which is given in your book. Okay, that pressure increases, pressure is equals to force upon area. Pressure increases if the magnitude of the force or thrust increases. अगर आप फोर्स बढ़ा देंगे तो प्रेशर भी बढ़ जाएगा. और एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट डिक्रीजेस. और इन अदर वे अगर आप एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट को कम कर देंगे तो भी आपका प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगा? बढ़ जाएगा. नाउ सेकेंड पॉइंट, प्रेशर डिक्रीजेस. अगेन प्रेशर इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया. ओके, सो प्रेशर डिक्रीजेस, प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगा? कम हो जाएगा. इफ द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द फोर्स डिक्रीजेस, दैट इज योर डायरेक्ट रिलेशन. और यू कैन से एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट को हम क्या कर दें? बढ़ा दें. एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट को बढ़ा देंगे तो 2 केसेस आ रहे हैं, यस नहीं? लाइक प्रेशर इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू फोर्स. आई एम रीडिंग दिस सेकेंड पॉइंट. प्रेशर डिक्रीजेस, प्रेशर कम हो जाएगा इफ द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द फोर्स और थ्रस्ट डिक्रीजेस. प्रेशर और कब कम हो जाएगा? प्रेशर विल डिक्रीज if the area of contact increases. That is the reason it is very difficult to cut vegetable with the blunt knife. जो नाइफ मोटी होती है उससे सब्जी को या वेजिटेबल्स को काटना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. रीजन, here the area of the contact of this knife with this vegetable is more. So area of contact ज़्यादा है तो knife will what will happen? प्रेशर क्या होगा वेजिटेबल पे? कम लगेगा. प्रेशर कम लगेगा तो यू विल फील मोर डिफिकल्ट टू कट दैट वेजिटेबल. ओके चिल्ड्रन, वन मोर इज गिवन हियर. फॉर दिस रीजन दैट कटिंग और पियर्सिंग टूल्स आर मेड अप ऑफ शार्प एज और शार्प टिप्ड. ओके, नाउ यू नो दैट थंब पिन्स, okay, or that board pins. So you have seen those thumb pins, it has a pointed edge. Reason, one side is blunt and one side is pointed. So when you are going to apply that thumb pin on your soft board, so you apply pressure, or you apply force, you apply force from this blunt side, yes, and this pointed side is there which is going to enter in your soft board. Okay, so here this pointed tip of this thumb pin has less area of contact with this board, and since you know pressure is equals to force upon area, area of contact कम है तो pressure automatically क्या होगा, ज़्यादा होगा, and it will go easily inside this soft board. Okay, और वहीं पर अगर आप मोटी पिन ले लेंगे, this having a thick pointed tip, so it will be more difficult for us to pierce that pin inside the soft board. Reason, area of contact क्या है, बढ़ गया है, so pressure कम लगेगा. Okay, effect of the pressure will be less. Okay, children. Now unit of pressures में, since you know that you know the formula, pressure is equals to force upon area. What is the SI unit of force? SI unit of force is Newton. Okay, and what is the SI unit of area? Square meter. So SI unit of pressure is Newton per square meter, and which is also known as Pascal, which is also known as this Newton per square meter is also known as Pascal, after the scientist. Who was the scientist? It is given by the name of the scientist Blaise Pascal. Okay. So Newton per meter square, and same is the unit for the thrust also. I told you that pressure is equals to thrust upon area. Pressure is equals to thrust upon area. So this thrust is what? It is also a kind of force. So what is the SI unit of force? That is same for the thrust. That is Newton and what is the SI unit for area? Square meter. That is Newton per square meter. Okay children. So SI unit of pressure is clear to you. What is pressure? This pressure is the relation between the force and area. What is thrust? Thrust is also a kind of a force where in case of thrust, force acts perpendicular to the surface. Okay, and SI unit for pressure is Newton per meter square. And also if in case of pressure is equals to force upon area, if you are going to take thrust upon area also, then also the SI unit will be Newton per meter square. Reason, both for force and thrust, the SI unit is same, that is Newton. This thrust is nothing but it is a kind of a force. Okay children. Now example 4. A weight weighing 100 Newton is placed on a wooden plank such that area of contact is 2 meters square. Find the pressure exerted by the box on the plank. Plank is your wooden piece. Okay. So, what is saying? A box weighing 100 Newton is placed on a wooden plank such that area of the contact between them is 2 meters square. There is a box which is kept on the wooden plank. And what is the weight of the box? Box is weighing 100 Newton. Weight is the kind of a weight is also a force. Okay, weight, अगर किसी चीज का weight दिया है, that is also a force. So the weight of the box is 100 Newton and it is placed on the wooden plank such that the area of the contact between the wooden plank and that box is 2 meters square. So find the pressure exerted by the plank. Find the pressure exerted by the box on the plank. Now what is given in the question? Force applied by the box. Weight, I told you that weight of the box is the force of the box. Force applied by the box, that is 100 Newton. Area of the contact 2 meters square. Now you know the formula, pressure is equals to force upon area. You are going to keep the value and you will get the answer. Now next question children. Example 5. A brick is 20 centimeter long, 10 centimeter wide, 5 centimeter thick and weighs. What is the weight of the brick? Weighs 15 Newton. Means the force exerted by the brick. Weight is the kind of a force exerted by the brick. So weight, that is the force exerted by the brick, 15 Newton. And what is the measurement of the brick? Dimension of the brick given 20 centimeter by 10 centimeter wide and 5 centimeter thick. It is kept on the ground with its 20 centimeter into 5 centimeter face in contact with the ground. What amount of pressure will brick exert on the ground? Now just see the solution first. Now what is given here children? That what is the force applied by the brick or force exerted by the brick? See the diagram is given here. Brick is in the shape of a cuboid. So 20 centimeter is the length. Okay, 10 centimeter is the height, 5 centimeter is the breadth. So, and what else is given? Force exerted by the brick, 15 Newton. Yes. And area of contact of the, when this brick is kept on the ground, that time the area of the contact of this brick with the ground is 20 centimeter by 5 centimeter. Yes. And you know the SI unit, we take the SI unit of pressure as Newton per meter square. Newton per square meter. So it means we need to convert the centimeter also in meter. And since you know that 1 centimeter is equals to 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. Okay. तो अगर सेंटीमीटर को मीटर में कन्वर्ट करना है तो we will divide by 100. Yes or no? So same thing we have done here. the force applied by the brick is 15 Newton, means the force applied or the weight of the brick weighs 15 Newton, means the force applied or the force exerted by the brick is 15 Newton. Area of contact is 20 centimeter into 5 centimeter, means when we have kept this brick on the ground, so what is happening? Which part of the brick is covering the ground? This length and this breadth part. Okay, so area of the contact of this brick is 20 centimeter by 5 centimeter. So why we are dividing here by 100? We are converting in meter. So area of the contact of the brick is, after multiplying area, since this lower part of the brick will act like a rectangle, जो brick का नीचे वाला हिस्सा होगा वो rectangle की तरह act करेगा, और the part from which is touching the ground, it will act like a rectangle. Yes or no? That is 20 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So area of contact that is 0.01 meter square. Why we are dividing with 100? We are converting in meter. Okay, now we know the formula. Pressure is equals to force upon area. What is your force? 15 Newton. Area of contact of the brick with the ground, that is 0.01 meter square, and after solving 1500 Pascal. So I suppose children I am clear to you. Yes? Okay. Now these examples are very easy. Just go through by yourself also. Okay, it will be more clear to you. Now children, now next thing, example number 6. Ajay popped a balloon by poking it with a pencil tip. If the area of the pencil tip is 0.0001 meter square and pressure exerted by the pencil on the balloon is 10 Pascal. Here the pressure is given and area of contact is given. Find the force applied by the adjoy on the pencil. Now what are the things which is given in the question? Pressure exerted by the pencil. When adjoy popped that pencil in a balloon, that time what was the pressure exerted by the pencil on the balloon? That was your 10 Pascal. Area of the tip of the pencil 0.0001 meter square. You need to find the force applied by the adjoy. Now since you know the formula, pressure is equals to force upon area. प्रेशर दिया हुआ है, एरिया दिया हुआ है, यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट फोर्स. फोर्स को अलोन बनाएंगे तो एरिया इधर डिवाइड हो रहा है तो इधर आके क्या हो जाएगा? मल्टीप्लाई. सो फोर्स इज इक्वल्स टू प्रेशर इनटू एरिया. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड नो हाउ टू डिराइव द फॉर्मूला. नाउ यू विल कीप द वैल्यू एंड यू विल गेट द आंसर. वन मोर थिंग चिल्ड्रन, फोर्स is equals to pressure into area. Okay, now what is this pressure? 10 Pascal. 10 Pascal means 10 Newton per meter square. Pascal, 1 Pascal is this only na. Pascal is same as 1 Newton per meter square. चाहे आप Pascal लिखो चाहे 1 Newton per meter square लिखो. Okay, and what is your area unit? Meter square, that is 0.0001 meter square. Meter square कट जाएगा. So you will get your answer in Newton. See children, I am not taking here calculation as important. I am telling you the concept here. Okay, calculation part you can do by yourself also. Here how you have derived the formula, I think I am clear to you. That since you know pressure is equals to force upon area. आपको area दिया हुआ था. area means area of contact. pressure दिया हुआ था. You need to calculate force. एरिया यहाँ डिवाइड हो रहा है, इधर आके क्या हो जाएगा? मल्टीप्लाई. सो प्रेशर इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स फोर्स इज इक्वल्स टू प्रेशर इनटू एरिया. ओके, पास्कल को यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट लाइक इट वाज गिवन 10 पास्कल. सो 10 पास्कल मीन्स 10 न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर. ओके ओके चिल्ड्रन. नाउ एग्जाम्पल 7. अ ब्रॉन्ज स्टैचू वेज 4800 Newton and it exerts pressure of 24,000 Pascal on the ground on which it stands. Find the area of its base. Means you have to calculate the area of contact. Now bronze statue weighs this much weight, means the force applied by the statue on the ground is 4,800 Newton and pressure exerted by the statue on the ground, that is 24,000 Pascal. And you need to calculate the area of contact. Again the formula, pressure is equals to force upon area. now this time force is given, pressure is given, you need to calculate area. You take this area to this side. See, again I am telling you, pressure is equals to force upon area. You have been given force applied by the statue on the ground and pressure exerted by the statue on the ground. You need to calculate the area of its base. area of contact निकालना है. तो पहले आप इसको इधर ले जाएंगे तो it will become pressure into area of contact is equals to force. Now since you have to calculate area of contact, इसको alone बनाएंगे. प्रेशर इधर मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है तो इधर आके क्या हो जाएगा, दिस साइड डिवाइड. सो एरिया ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट इज इक्वल्स टू फोर्स अपॉन प्रेशर. नाउ यू विल पुट द वैल्यू एंड यू विल गेट द आंसर. Okay children? Okay. So I hope children it is clear to you. Okay. Application of pressure I'll tell you in next video. Just do revise it till here. Okay children. Thank you.